Apologies ladies and gentlemen for the long absence since my last video. Several things have prevented me from uploading or making videos. One is work, which is absolutely crazy at the moment. So that's taken up a lot of my time and energy, and I'm just too knackered come Sunday to get on and do anything. The other thing is that I've kind of hit the wall when it comes to skill set, and when it comes to tank decals I am having issues. The tank originally I buffed to a high gloss finish before realising I probably shouldn't have done that if I was going to apply decals. So I've cut it back again using, I think we're down to 1500 grade wet and dry to take some of the sheen off. But this is where I've run into a problem. I have had 2 attempts at fitting the decals to this, and I have ballsed up both attempts. In fact, there was a lot of swearing. I'm now at the point where I'm in danger of spending far too much money on decals and getting them wrong time after time after time. There comes a point when I think you have to accept that you've reached the limits of your skills and that it's time to call some professional help. However, I have yet to find anyone that is capable or willing to have a go at it. Some people are saying they'd rather do the whole job, tank up, including decals, which is fair enough. Other people are saying they hate the tank decals so much they don't want to do it. So I am looking around. I think I've almost got to the point where I need to find someone who wraps cars and perhaps ask them for some advice, or ask them to do it, because they are the people most likely to have the skills to be able to do this. Now the issue I'm facing is it's quite a big decal that goes across the side of the tank here, and I can get it 99% of the way, but I always end up with a pinch point somewhere, no matter which way I go. So I've had 2 sets of decals and 4 sides to practice and mess up before I finally threw in the towel. So my options really are get someone to do it, or buff the tank and then just be irritated for all time that I don't have a proper decal set on here. So yeah, any advice would be greatly welcomed at this point. Or if you know someone or are someone who is capable of doing this, then please God let me know. This is effectively the last stepping stone on the bike. So yeah, once this is done, the bike's on the road, but I made myself a promise that I would not ride the bike until it was all together. If anyone's interested, this is what's left of one of the sets of the decals. I'm actually surprised at how thick and heavy they are. They're not very compliant, and they're not fuel proof, so they need over lacquering. I always end up with a pinch point where you can sort of see like a crease in these corners. That's kind of what you end up with somewhere along the lines. So yeah, okay, admit defeat, but I'm not giving up. This thing has to look right before it goes on the road. Here we are after 3 dust coats to seal the decals down, stop them lifting, stop the ink from running, followed by 3 heavy coats to give the gloss finish. Again, it's got my customary orange peel in there, but not too bad. Nothing I don't think that can't be dealt with afterwards. It's a nice reflection on there. We also have our customary fly stuck in it, but he's got a date with the polisher at some point. So yeah, so for a morning's work, I'm quite pleased with that. It could have gone a lot worse. I'm just hoping I don't get any runs while it's actually still wet. It doesn't look like it's running. So yeah, there we go. The XL250 side cover decals. At least some of the decals have gone okay. The tank, I have probably already explained to you, has not gone to plan. So I'm looking for a solution for that at the moment. But these side covers I think will will certainly set the side of the bike off nicely, and they're looking pretty good, and they'll be fuel and oil proof now. As I've got a bit of clear coat left, I might as well use it up on this model aeroplane. Cowling, in the past the glow fuel has always eaten the paintwork over time, so I'm hoping by clear coating it I'll get a bit more life out of it this time. Anyway, it's just a side project. Just come back from a ride this afternoon, just put a few miles on it, charge the battery, warm the engine, get the fluids going, and halfway round my speedometer stopped working. So I'm wondering if the cable has snapped. I'm hoping the cable snapped, because otherwise it means it's something more serious. But it should be fairly easy to tell, because it says if I can unscrew this, hopefully, what have we got here? Yeah, okay, that's good. So the end has snapped off the speedometer drive, so the cable that runs up has given up the ghost. I mean, it's 47 years old and did sit in a box for months, years. I am going to just reassemble that for now. At least we know the cause. Okay, right. Time to order a new cable. What a mess. The amount of oil in that. I greased it thoroughly before it went back into service, but I think it was probably past its best. Other than that, she's running quite well. A little bit rich still in the carburetor, and I can't get it any leaner. So again, I might have to consult an oracle. I don't want to replace the carburetor with another one, because this is the original, so I'm hoping it's just something like a needle change or float setting, or anyway, this is where experience comes in, and I'm lacking it. Latest acquisition project. Clear coat's gone on the wing and the door. That needs repainting. We've got some damage at the back and some rust. So next year this will be a project car. Interior is pretty up together though. Actually quite neat and tidy. 98,000 miles on the clock. Good old-fashioned 90s car. She does have a oil leak on the cylinder head gasket that needs doing, which we'll need doing in the next few weeks. We'll cover that in a later video.